Okay, here we go. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tiffany D, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know you guys are not used to an intro like that, but today's video is serious. It's more on the serious side, and I just didn't think my normal singing intro was appropriate for this kind of video. In this video, I'm going to talk about where I've been. From the title, you can kind of guess where this is going, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to sort of let you know where I've been these past 3 months and give you guys like a life update. So today's going to be a life update. It's going to be where the hell have I been? And I do just want to put this disclaimer out there that I will be talking about passing away in this video, and anybody who is triggered by loss, I would suggest you guys go watch one of my many fun, lighthearted, goofy videos. There are a ton of them on my page, and you guys, you know, my subscribers, my ride or die blush boos out there know that all of my videos are full of like fun, entertaining, crazy, my normal bubbly personality. If you guys are new to my channel and you don't really know what I do or how my personality is, this is not going to be a representation of what I normally put out, the content that you guys would normally see from me. This is me rarely being on the very serious side. So I do just want to let you guys know that disclaimer. Also, if you want lighthearted, fun, upbeat, bubbly Tiffany, who I am 95% of the time, there's a ton of videos. I'll leave some in the description below that you guys can go check out if you want like more of a fun moment. I just wanted to put that out there. So in today's video, it's just going to be a little difficult for me, so please like give me some grace and a little bit of patience during this video. I will be doing my makeup, so you guys have something to watch while I'm talking to you, but I probably won't be telling you like every single thing that I'm using. It's more just kind of like a conversation. I feel like I owe it to you guys to let you know why y'all haven't seen me these past 3 months. And shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome. And thank you guys so much for sort of giving me my time during this period. So let's jump right into the video. So by the title, you guys know that I lost my brother at the end of last year, exactly 2 days after Christmas. And it's just been the most heartbreaking, difficult thing that I've ever been through in my entire life, aside from my daughter having a brain tumor. And even that, it was a traumatic in a different way than what I just went through losing my brother. This is the first time that I'm talking about this, like literally out loud in this way, and it's already difficult for me, and I haven't even said anything yet. Let me just start from the beginning. Me and my brother are actually cousins. Our mothers are sisters, but we grew up. You ever have like that cousin you're so close to that you're like, no, we're siblings, like we are siblings? That's me and my brother. We've never called each other cousins, ever. We have always called each other brother and sister. That's how we introduce each other to our friends or whatever. He's always been my brother. And you know, while he technically is my cousin, he is my brother through and through. So my brother and I have had the best relationship. We've never argued. He never was one of those brothers who was like picked on me or anything like that. He was just like always so sensitive and loving and funny and fun and protective and just gentle and sensitive. But he was super popular. Everybody knew him, and he had millions of friends. Like quite literally, he has so many friends. People just loved him. He just was like this breath of fresh air, you know? He was just comical, and he had all these little quirky personality traits and hand gestures and like his voice and the way he would walk and the way he would laugh, his laugh. He had like a very distinctive laugh, and He would like go to the refrigerator 10,000 times and open the fridge 10,000 times and look at the same stuff that was in there the last time he opened the fridge. Like, he was just so funny, and we were extremely close. We never went through our mothers for like, you know, like to communicate with each other or anything like that. It always was me and him, regardless of whatever our mothers ever went through, because you know siblings argue. But me and him never did. We never did. Never ever in our whole entire lives have ever argued about anything. We just had such a strong bond, and okay, I can get through this. Regardless of what our mothers went through, we always made sure to keep our bond and our connection strong. We used to do things with our daughters together, and it was so funny because he didn't have kids until he was probably 34 I think he was when his daughter was born. Yeah, he was 34 when his daughter was born, and everybody was so excited because it was he always wanted kids, and you know, she was his firstborn, a little princess, little daddy's girl, and we just love her so much. She's like my baby too. You know, he was just thrilled. He was just thrilled to be a father. He was just full of life and energy and spunk. That's just a little bit about who my brother was. Just an amazing person. Amazing person. We just loved each other a lot. He used to text me every single morning, 5 a.m. because that's the time he would get up for work, and he used to just give me like encouraging words like, good morning sis, I love you, have an amazing day, I love y'all so much, you know, persevere, God has big plans for you, and it just like always encouraging me. And he was so excited about everything that I was doing in my life, like all the interviews I've ever done. He supported every single project I ever started. And I'm sorry I'm saying so much. I'm just trying to get through this without having a breakdown, so just please forgive my ums and uhs and pauses and all of that stuff. I apologize, but this is like taking me some time to get through. So yeah, so needless to say, we were extremely close. So that's the background on me and my brother. So Christmas comes, and so I hadn't heard from him text message wise in a while, and I was just like, well, what's going on? Like, why am I not hearing from him? And Christmas came, and my mom came up to my house. We had an amazing Christmas up here. The day after Christmas, we had a great day, and I took my mom home. And the 27th of December is when our entire lives changed forever. And it's a day I will never forget. It's a moment that I will never forget. I was on the couch. I need to do something while I talk about this, or else I will not make it through. I was on the couch. My daughters were doing my makeup. It was fine, a normal day. And my mother called me. Okay, Elijah, can I do my makeup and talk about this at the same time? So my mother called me, and I picked up the phone all happy, and she was hysterical, and she said, Chopper is dead. I will never forget the pure hysteria in her voice, the agonizing pain, the despair. And I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her. I said to her, I'm on my way, and I hung the phone up, and I went to call him because I'm thinking, she's crazy. Like, she's crazy. There's no way. There's no way. Let me just call him. He'll pick up, and she's wrong. As soon as I'm about to click his number, my aunt calls me, hysterical. And she says the same thing. And I don't know how I got my kids ready in the car to my mother's house in one piece, but something in me told me, don't think about this until you get to your mother. And when I pulled up out front, she was outside waiting. I got out of the car and I had a full breakdown. It is a feeling that is indescribable. A pain that just cuts so deeply. I uncontrollably sobbed. I was bent over because my chest, I couldn't breathe. It felt like 10,000 elephants were sitting on my chest. I just couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't function. I couldn't do anything but bend over and cry. I get myself together long enough to get to my aunt's house, which is about 10 minutes from my mom's. And when we get there, my mom hops out of the car immediately because my brother's father was there outside. And mind you, I have my kids with me. They're hysterical at this point because they have no idea what's going on. I'm crying, my mom's crying. We get there, my brother's father is there, and he says, "Don't go in there." Of course, my mom's bawling. She wants to go in there. And I didn't know at this point, I didn't know that my brother was in there. I didn't know he was in there. I thought he was somewhere else. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I did not think he was there at my aunt's house. And my mother says, "No, I need to see my nephew. I need to see my nephew." And runs in there. That's when I found out, because I was going in after her. And it didn't click for me when she said, "I'm going to see my nephew." It wasn't clicking because nothing was computing. I still hadn't made the connection that he was in there. So I'm going in after her, and that's when my brother's father says, "Don't go in there. He's in there. You don't want the kids in there." That's when I realized that he was in there. And so I took the girls back into the car with me and tried to calm them down, calm them down, and just wait for my mother to come back. And she did a little whiles later, and she said he couldn't breathe. So that's when my brother's father said that my aunt was around back. She was out back, that she needed us to go out back with her. So we drive around back. My mom gets out first because I don't want to leave the kids in the car by themselves. She gets out first. She's hugging my aunt. They're crying. I can no longer take it. I can no longer take it at this point. Like, I need to go see my brother. I need to be in there. Like, I need to know what happened, what is going on. So I get out and I'm like, "Mom, you need to come in here with the girls because I cannot do this." So right outside of the car, me and my mom and my aunt were hugging each other, crying. My mom and my aunt stay with the girls, and I go in the house. I go upstairs and I see my brother in the living room. I'm not going to get graphic, so don't worry, but the sheer, it's like my heart completely sank all the way at the pit of my stomach. It's a feeling I can't even describe or express. It was unbelievable. It felt like an outer body experience. I felt like I wasn't there. Like, I feel like my mind traveled outside of my body, and I was looking at myself and my brother, and I collapsed on the floor, and I just touched him and just cried. And the feeling, I can't even, I just can't even describe it. it's taken me 3 months to even be able to discuss this. So I'm starting to feel that same feeling I felt that day. My chest is starting to tighten. I feel like at that moment I still didn't believe it. I feel like I was in denial for a long time after that. I feel like I was in denial, and I was just kind of going through the motions, but I didn't believe it. After that whole night, and you know, my aunt came back to my mom's house, and I took my niece with me back home with the girls after hours and hours of all the shit that goes with that. My aunt goes back to the house with my mom, and I take all the kids back with me. So I didn't really have that night to grieve or process, because I'm taking care of my children and also my brother's daughter. And it was difficult because I had to save face, and I had to, you know, give them some smiles and some positive energy that I didn't have. And my niece is asking, is her daddy in heaven? And she's mad because he's not going to come back. She says to me, Aunt Tiff, can we call him on the phone? It was just a really difficult night, and it's been a really difficult time since then. And so now it's the logistics of everything. So it's the memorial. Planning that with my aunt was so extremely difficult. Writing the obituary, and then on top of that, writing what I was going to say at the memorial, and then on top of that, helping my aunt during the process of planning the memorial with her and his father. My mom constantly being at my aunt's house, helping her clean and straighten up and getting ready for everything, and me and my mom kind of leaning on each other, me trying to explain to the kids, trying to give my niece some sense of normalcy. It was just, it was a lot. It was a lot, and smack dab, like at a time at the holidays where I know that he, you know, like thrived the best with his daughter, and to not have him, and it's kind of like you go through this and you're looking around for him, like, and he's the one that we're planning everything for. It's just such an eerie feeling. It's just heartbreaking. Okay, so I'm gonna blend all this out, and then I'll be back for setting and all of that stuff. Okay, we're at the point now where we're planning the memorial. That was so difficult. It was so hard. Like, the whole process has been difficult. After his memorial, that's where I really had like my full breakdown, which obviously brings me to, you know, after that day, after December 27th, I just have been gone. I've been gone. I dropped everything. My channels, both my channels, my makeup channel and my sip and dish channel, just dropped. I just didn't have the mental capacity to deal, you know, like I just didn't have it. So that's where I've been. And so I took time off, and a little bit of time became a lot of bit of time. And I know you guys have seen me post the headband wig. That video was already recorded and edited and ready for upload on the day that I posted it. So I didn't film anything new. That was content that was sponsored content, and so it was already prepared to go up. But since December 27th, I hadn't recorded anything new, anything new, nothing, absolutely nothing. The videos that I have in the tuck are videos that are already pre-recorded, and you'll be able to tell when I post one of them, because I think I mentioned holidays. But since then, I haven't posted anything. I've just been taking time for me to heal and to come to terms with this. I'm still not all the way there. I feel like I still have a ways to go. Like, this is something that I'm never ever in my life going to get over. It's just hard to come to terms with. I'm still trying to come to terms with it. But I think that what helped me was I have been trying to feel my brother's presence, and I have been trying to just get some kind of sign that like I can keep going, because honestly I feel like I couldn't. I feel like I couldn't move on. I couldn't keep going. I couldn't film. I couldn't content. Like, I just was like, I don't even care about this anymore. I just don't care about it. And I've spent the last 3 months not caring and not moving forward with either one of my brands. I just was looking for some sort of sign or something, just something to tell me like keep going or you'll get through this or something. Like honestly, I wanted my brother. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted some reassurance from him. That's really what I wanted. It wasn't until the other night, literally a couple nights ago, that I had a dream. And in this dream, my brother, we were in the grocery store in the produce section of all places, knowing daggone well my brother, all he ever wanted to do is eat cheesesteaks and seafood and chicken wings and all of that stuff. But we were in the produce section and he said to me, he says, sis, I'm at my end. I'm at my end, but you're at your beginning. After he said that, I said, are you okay? And he says, I'm okay. He's like, I wish I could be happy with y'all, but I'm okay. I'm great. He's like, I'm 100% great. He's like, I wish I just could be there with y'all. And then when I looked down when he said that, and when I looked up, he was gone. And I needed that dream so bad because I was asking for him to talk to me. I was asking for him to like let me know that he was here and like that I was struggling. I was struggling, like struggling to do anything, to feel productive, to get out of bed, to be the best mom I could be, to spending time with my children that was like fun, you know, like instead of just being somber all the time. I was just looking for help. I was looking for help, and he came right on time, right when I needed him to come. He came and he said like, it's okay, I'm good, it's okay, like you can move forward, you can move forward now. And so I felt like it's time for me to get back into it. It's time for me to do what I know he wanted me to do. He was so excited for all of my accomplishments, and I know that he would have wanted me to continue with everything that I'm doing. That's why I felt like today is the perfect day for me to come on and talk to you guys and just start to get back into the swing of things. Like loss is something that's never going to, the feeling is never going to go away. Like that grieving is just never gonna go away. And I know that. I know that it gets better. I know that I will eventually be better as the days progress, as the time goes on, but it's still hard. You know what I mean? Like it's still hard. It's hard as hell every day. And I know it's something that I'm going to have to work through daily for the rest of my life. But I feel like now at least I have sort of like a good hold on it, you know, like I have like an okay grasp on it. And I have my moments. I had a moment last night and where I just sat in my living room in the dark by myself looking at his obituary and being really, really sad. And I have to understand that I'm going to have times like that, and to give myself grace and to not push myself because I feel like, oh, I gotta get content out or people aren't gonna understand. And this is my healing and grieving process, and I have to go through it. Like I have to go through it and be okay. Like be okay with allowing myself to take time if I need time and not feel like I'm a slacker or like I'm not being productive, or you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I was starting to feel. I was starting to feel like, what am I doing? Like I'm just sitting here sulking and being upset, but it's I needed that, you know, I needed that. And my brother just let me know like it's okay to have those moments, to have that time, but you know, get back to work, sis. Like I'm so grateful for that experience of him coming to me in my dream like that, just to give me that reassurance that I needed, that it was time and that it was okay and that he was still always going to be with me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know I said this, but I need to reiterate. It's hard as hell. It is hard as hell. And you'll laugh and you'll have good times and you'll think about the memories, and then it'll be something where you're just sitting one day watching a movie, or you're washing dishes, or you're in the shower, or you're making dinner or something, and something will remind you, or he'll just pop into my head, and I'll just have my moment. I'll have my moment, and I have to allow myself to have my moment, and it's okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like, yes, I'm back. But if I ever need that moment, you know, I'm gonna take it, because it's something that's so hard and you need to just give yourself time, space, and grace to sort of deal with it. And that's what I'm coming to terms with, and that social media and all of this, what I'm trying to do and all that stuff will be there. It will be there, and I know that now, and I'm okay with that now. So yes, that's the story of my brother, and I am, like I said, grateful that you guys gave me time to like heal as much as I can, enough to feel ready to come back right now. I truly appreciate that, and I'm grateful that you guys sort of understand, you know, these things are difficult, and I just needed that time. So thank you guys so much for that. So I am still continuing the house hunt as well, in addition to that, which has been difficult to say the least. It has been so hard, especially during COVID, to buy this house. The housing market is crazy right now. Everybody's going in super over asking price. I am just like, not about to go all extra over asking price. I'm not doing that. I'm not built like that. I'll go some over, but not a whole bunch. So that's just been my journey. But you know, I know that eventually I will find the house that is meant for me. I will find the house that is meant for me. Also, some more exciting news. I have a man. I have a man. I'm in a relationship, guys. I know. Who would have ever thought? Y'all will see the day the shorty is wiped up. But shorty's wiped up. She got a man, y'all. If you didn't see my Valentine's Day post on why I didn't have a man last year, I will link that up here, and I'll have it in the description down below so you can see what my criteria is. What's up, you guys? It is Future Editing Tiffany here. So for this, you're going to see me go from my base makeup to doing my eyes, and that's because I decided to cut out this part where I'm talking about my relationship, because I think I'm going to devote a whole video to that and update you guys and give you the whole backstory. So I'm definitely going to do a solo video on that, so look out for that. It is coming soon. So a lot has happened over these past 3 months. I'm just like trying to take it all in, trying to, you know, deal with it all. And by the way, these new colored rain brushes are everything. These are so good. Okay, so I gave it a little bit of brown liner just to give it a little something. I'm gonna do my brows and throw my lashes on off camera. Today I'm gonna be using Lily Lashes in the shade Miami. And for brows, I'm gonna use my Eco Brows. So I'm gonna go do those two things off camera, and then I'll be back for the lip. Lashes and brows on. Very simple. I put some brown liner in the waterline. I used my Patrick Star One Size brown liner to give it a little smoke. So let's apply Auntie Pat. So what are we forgetting? Let's do some highlighter. I have this Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey palette. So let's use a little bit of her. I feel like a different woman. Let's get into a lip. I'm gonna go with my KKW 90 Chic liner. Okay, we got a little 90 Chic on there. Let's do some Colored Rain Butter Love. Should we do Butter Love? Matter of fact, let's do a little bit of Mented Nude Lala. I feel like a deep lip today. Now we can put a little Colored Rain Butter Love gloss. Give it a little lighter in the middle. Okay, so let's finish off with our setting sprays. I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Cocoa Glow Spray and the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. These work great together. Okay guys, so here you have it. It's the final look. Just an everyday glam, low-key, smoky eye type glam look. But this video was really just to like give you guys a little glimpse into what I've been going through for the past 3 months. And just to let you guys know that I'm back and thank you so much for like sticking with your girl. I've gotten some new subscribers. You guys have been super patient, and I really truly appreciate you guys giving me time to grieve. I'm still going through the grieving process, and some days are better than others, like I said before, but I will try to be as consistent as I can and bring you guys content. Like I said, this video is different from my normal videos. I will be back with the fun turn up Tiffani very soon. I do have a video in the tuck for you guys that I pre-recorded before all of this stuff happened, so just keep that in mind when you guys watch it. It might be a little bit dated, but we still gonna use her because we need to use our content. Okay, we need to use our content. I just want to say, if this triggered anybody, I do apologize. I did put the disclaimer in the beginning because I didn't want to trigger anyone, but if you were triggered by this, I do apologize, and I would suggest reaching out to somebody who's licensed, a grief counselor, a therapist, to help you through this time. I think it's really helpful to speak with someone who's licensed to kind of help you with some coping mechanisms and some coping techniques, because it can be super overwhelming and depressing and confusing, and you may not know where to go or where you can turn. But there are people to help you. There are people to help you. There are people to help you. Please seek them out, because this is not something that anybody should have to go through alone. There's no shame in admitting when you need help to get through something. I do. It can be extremely beneficial and extremely helpful for you, so I would suggest doing that. If you guys have any requests for any new videos, makeup looks that you want me to do, I'm getting back in the full swing of content creating, definitely leave a comment down below. I thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, enjoying my content. I've been seeing you guys' messages and your likes, and I truly appreciate it so much. It's hard for a small content creator, especially when you take time off, so I really appreciate you guys sticking by me. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, because your girl is here and she's here to stay, honey. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram. I'm about to be super active on everything, and we are going to turn up in our next couple of videos. So as normal, as we normally do, the shenanigans will be returning, and I just thank you guys so much for giving me my time that I needed, and the space that I needed to kind of get myself together during this time. I truly appreciate it. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.